What up, my people? What it do, what it did, what it is, man. How you doing this afternoon? I am so happy to bring to you once again Legally Bold episode 14. Wow, look at this. Now, this day we are seated right here at Freaky Likitiki, and let me tell you guys, if you haven't been to this place, you have no one to blame. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce to us some very amazing ladies because we are doing Legally Bold, the untold stories of the karaoke hosts and the fans part 2. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for drums rolling? Faith! Anataka kelele, shangwe na nderemo. Yes, Faith is here today to represent to us the fans. She's going to be talking to us about karaoke as a fan and how she has enjoyed the journey. The next is going to be one and only, the host with our most, the legend herself, Louisa. Come on, somebody welcome Louisa. You're looking so beautiful. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my
One
god.
more time.
Oh yeah. Luisa Ganera is here with us. I hope I said that name well.
Yes.
I am always so scared of butchering your name because where it is
Louisa.
not good. It's Louisa.
Louisa.
Louisa is here with us. Oh my god. And we are right here at Freaky to the Leaky and
the
the
Tiki.
Tiki. Oh, and if you haven't been to this place, you have yourself to blame because you have no idea what you're missing. I was supposed to introduce Ben Alpha, but kama down, he decides to
Yeah, mwenyewe anajua.
slide in.
Apende show.
Lakini venye huwa una slide ingile ya kimbo na utazaki. Pull up the left. Introducing one and only the man with the service on the table. Be to the Ben Alpha.
Yeah.
Smile from this side to this side.
Thank you guys, man.
Have you seen what have you seen what the weather can decide to
Oh
do?
my god.
Now let me tell you, when it started raining, guess what I started doing immediately? I took my makeup. I decided I want to look good. Do you know why? Because I don't know if the next minute tutasikia tarumbeta. I was like, there's no way I'm going to heaven looking like Otorongongos. I want to look.
Lakini sisi wanasemanga mwili ni brand new.
Kabla nipewe hiyo brand and then unajua it's a gambling situation. Okay, yes, I know I might be going to heaven, but labda niko na tumakosa twenye sijui.
I was just happy I'm not going to start today. So I was like, yeah, let's do this. Makeup on, a little makeup.
Yeah. Oh, for you it was a sweating. Yeah. Mimi niko nishaona venye naenda. Nikasema maybe wakiniona nasema wewe unaweza kuwa Asha. Yeah, she looks good. She looks pretty.
You guys are,
be ushering
maybe I was worried inaweza nibeba. Unaona people worry about important things. Kilo kidogo kupungufu.
I know Lisa has a different opinion because she's always
We are in Kenya. These things that happen.
Things really.
happening.
There's a new site,
What
but I
it
don't
is?
even know. No, there's a new one. I don't know
Yeah.
what it is. It's called something with an AY.
What is a woman?
It's always. They're always women, and I don't know why.
Why do they
It's
get
unfair, man.
Chaos.
Chaos is always
I had a
women.
joke for that.
Yeah.
Think about it. Why is it always
Think
women
about it.
names? Are we that bad?
We are chaos.
No,
We're
it's
chaos.
'cause
And
no,
chaos is good.
no,
But
it's not
even-
necessarily chaos. I'd say we're the ones that make the world go round.
You know,
Yeah.
So without the cyclones,
Spin,
without the
spin.
typhoons, without
Oh, yeah.
the street,
so we're
whatnot.
clapping for chaos now. Wow.
Yeah.
Not for
Love
chaos,
love
for
is
women.
for women.
Cheers to chaos.
Who
Oh,
are
and
chaos?
cheer. Empty
Oh,
glasses,
we
hell
need
no.
Then we introduce Jabba Juice.
And at our
At that
At that moment,
I almost sipped nothing.
sorry.
I've been looking
Oh, yes.
forward to this.
Kama dawa, we are sipping into Jabba Tamu, and make sure you get your bottle of Jabba Tamu. It can be passion or pineapple flavored. I hear they're also doing apple flavored. I haven't tried it yet. But I'm telling you, inakupatianga stories for days. Talking of stories for days, myself and Faith, we have an experience of Dana night. Unasikia venye sauti yangu ina sound?
Yeah.
Imagine we
It's gone back and then it's gone and then it's come back
It's
and then
come-
it's gone again.
let me tell
My
you.
God, we have been talking for the last How many hours?
We started talking at
3,
around
4, 5 hours.
those were not 5 hours
Or
because we
more.
started like from 9-ish.
9.
We left here almost 3 a.m.
What?
I kid
Yeah.
you not.
You guys are joking,
Mercy
right?
alituacha huku. She literally
Wow.
left. She was like, you guys feel free.
Feel free.
Enjoy yourself.
So, and the reason why we left is not because of the time. We were like, no, wait, it's not because we were
just
tired.
have to go.
We're like,
We just had to
have
go
to
because
Yeah.
of the time.
But that's the honey for you, isn't it?
Man,
And
it's
that's
the
freaky licky
Jabba.
for
Freaky,
you.
licky,
And that's
ticky.
It's
so
tricky,
addictive,
tricky,
man.
and it's the
This
Jabba,
place is
man.
addictive.
Now I
It is
understand.
addictive. Yeah.
Now I understand why any stories are Jabba.
Like history is a Jabba
Luisa
sometimes.
doesn't love that story is a
No, I
Jabba.
don't like that stories are Jabba.
But
then
you
you
know,
say like
stories
Osina
are
come
Jabba is
through.
just
But
like
it's a Jabba.
Stories are Jabba. It
But
means
it can mean
enticing stories,
anything.
happy
It
stories.
can mean
But
anything.
it means exaggerating.
We will
That's
redefine.
what
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Stereotypically, yes.
so this Jabba just doesn't
Mm.
make you give stories are
No,
Jabba. It
yeah,
gives you
and
give the real thing.
The
Yeah.
real thing, you
Yeah.
know, that
I like
it's,
that.
it's worth for value for your time, you know, like the way you say value for money, this one is value for your time.
Value for stories.
All right, guys, let's dig
What's
in.
the
Let's
meaning?
dig in. Let's dig in. Yo,
Yep,
tuanze
yep,
kufanya
yep.
ile kakito.
Yo,
Fanyeni ile kitu.
It's about to go down.
I would like.
Wow.
He gave us whole passion.
We got pineapple, we got
Pineapple.
passion. What do you want to try?
I
That's
want to try the
passion.
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 I really
The
love
berry
passion.
juice.
That's passion.
Passion.
That's party. Oh,
What's
it's
that?
Passion.
Pineapple.
Oh,
It's
this is
berry
pineapple.
I want the passion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
This
also
is a
love
pineapple. I tried pineapple last time.
Let me do a cocktail. I'll do
Yeah,
a
I also
cocktail.
want to
Yeah.
do a
Oh, the
cocktail,
cocktail people.
So
Yeah.
today we
It's
drink
going-
Jabba cocktail.
Yes.
Jabba cocktail,
Jabba
yeah.
cocktail.
Which means you can have it
maneras.
however you like it. And by the way, you can
So this
call
is
them. I
passion?
think
Yeah.
there is a number there that's gonna be running down there plus their
Oh.
ad, and
Oh,
you can call
wow.
them for deliveries wherever you are. All right.
So there's
I'm
this
gonna
and
mix
there's
mine
what?
up. Yeah. Are you mixing?
Yes, I'm waiting for the up
So
for
this
the
is
pineapple.
the.
This
That's
is like
the
pineapple.
pineapple.
This is
Pineapple.
passion. Yeah, sure.
right.
I'm a Jabba connoisseur.
Right, look at the way she's holding the
Cock,
bottle.
cock, cock, cock.
It's
With
like a
discipline.
champagne.
It's about the
right?
Jabba juice for you.
You
Come
pay for
on,
the service.
Cheers to Dan right there behind.
Oh,
cheers.
cheers!
Hey.
Hey, our
You
DOP.
need some?
Hata
And
yeye
you
anahave
nigga need to
something.
be in the podcast.
One more. Let's. put
We've been
over
fighting
here.
for this for a very long time.
Oh, yeah.
Petition.
Oh, yeah.
My very dope producer.
Petition.
back
Yeah,
there.
yeah. All right. So, guys, how's your week been?
Crazy.
Crazy? Been around? Who hasn't
Oh, I've
been
been
around?
in counties. Kuna pale
When the tourists.
tourists,
Yeah.
local tourists.
Local tourists.
Kuja tembea Kenya.
254.
Jua Kenya.
Tembea
For me-
Kenya. Jua
for me, I'm
Kenya.
doing
Yes.
Yeah.
For me, I'm just so excited. I've had busy months.
Yeah.
So this is one of the few. The last 2 weeks I've been a little free.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So this week I've been more outgoing, and
Yeah.
I really love it. I love it.
I've actually
I'm
seen
happy.
you for
Often
yeah, I'm like,
this
hey,
week.
okay.
Yeah,
With
yeah,
babies
I'm
and
really
a chocolate.
happy.
Been to the
Chocolate.
Alpha. What have you been up to?
I think my wiki hii kwanza imekuwa na downs bana. Sijui wiki imeniamulia aje.
Tell us about it. There's something I've seen. I'm like,
some shit
Going
just
on.
happened, manze.
yeah.
YouTube just decided to strike my
Oh
YouTube.
yeah. Can you believe?
Yeah, because of running this podcast. I think wako wanaona kama it's my content, like
Yeah.
ilikuwa verified account. So imekuwa na downs, but either way, we keep the
We
energy.
keep on.
We ain't
keep
stopping.
keeping on. So,
yeah.
Alpha Table members, we're
Mm.
gonna make another move. Just keep your ears there.
Yeah,
I'm gonna feed you
yeah.
with something.
Yeah.
Your ears and eyes open.
It's in the show.
It's in the show.
And
Either way.
we need to keep learning all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
And this vitus will happen as in.
So does that actually mean if you have a verified account, you should not mix anything else? No, other than
That, I
what-
find
not
that to be a
about
bit
verified.
unfair.
it is so unfair
Here's
as an
the thing.
artist.
We spoke about it. He had mentioned it to
Yeah,
me before, and I said he needs to appeal.
Yeah.
Don't lose your account. Appeal. Yes, you put in an appeal.
Yeah.
Don't give up. Keep sending those emails because I give him an example. Even with my TikTok,
Uh-huh.
I put up some things, and then they say, okay, no, violation. I don't know what violation. Apparently dangerous. Like I did one for Shimba Hills.
What are you talking
Yeah, they told me,
Why is
yeah.
it violation?
Why is it
Violation, I don't know, it's dangerous activities. I said, how is it dangerous with me marketing my
Yeah.
country, Kenya, Mwaluganja Elephant Sanctuary? 10 minutes later, the
Okay.
video was put back up.
Maybe you need
Yeah.
to appeal.
Yeah, I think for
And
the,
also, as his followers, we
Yeah.
also need to also appeal.
So we can
Push it,
help
and you
him
can
push.
also help him push.
Because look, it is still entertainment. You've
Yeah.
been doing music, you're an artist, you're doing podcasts.
Yeah.
This is all that molds you and builds your craft,
yeah.
I don't
also,
understand.
I
Because,
think-
actually when I
yeah.
saw that, I thought probably maybe they're saying you used the wrong language, or you did some activities that was so wrong, and I was like, I've been following you, I don't see anything
Yeah,
wrong.
they said it's about spamming. What happened? Like, just I had put my energy to the podcast first, so I've not been doing a lot of content related to music. So like I've been now building this. So I used to use YouTube as one of the channels. Unajua sasa you need to build from within.
Yeah.
So nilikuwa nitumia kwa mimi nilikuwa chukua channel yangu, but I had forgotten one factor that ilikuwa imply do whatever happened to YouTube, they don't pinpoint to you. Actually, YouTube need to check out on that.
Yeah.
They don't tell you which content. They don't tell you like this video did this and this. Is that generalized?
Yeah.
So no guess. So me according to how I mean check like na stats zangu ni because now nilikuwa nisha verify juu I have my distributor. Sasa nilikuwa nisha connect na if you noticed my account ilikuwa na the music logo. So it was an artist account, verified artist account. Si kama account hizi zingine
because now I was a bit worried. I'm like,
yeah,
wait a minute.
it's not
I
like a
post
creator's
music in my
account.
account, I post podcast, am I in danger or something?
So what happened yet mimi nilikuwa nimeverify afu it heads towards like kuna monetization. So walikuwa nadhani labda you know I still run it on Boom Smash. So probably kwa nadhani there's a person who's doing Boom Smash. Ukiangalia podcast iko kwa Boom Smash. So wakina na mimi to the same
like
show.
a piracy kind of thing.
Yeah,
that's
wanafeel
what
kama
they call
I'm
it.
stealing.
Copyright.
You're right.
Copyright.
Copyright issues.
And it bots. So they think see me, but at the end of the day,
Because
I'm the
even the
creator of
DCT account is
them both.
also
Yeah.
also the
unlocked.
DCT ones
Oh.
Yeah.
also gone because of
Yeah,
that.
It's
because of
also
the same-
gone.
Yeah, because of that.
So
Is my
it's-
account?
No, you're
Yours
safe.
is
You're
because of
the
the
original
podcast is safe.
person.
Yeah.
You are the like
Yeah.
when you
Yeah.
whatever as
But
So we are
anyone who
taking your
used
content.
the content.
We're tunachukua like contact directly, we put it on a
Yeah.
different account.
Oh my
How about maybe
God.
Yeah. So
'cause there's
for
always
them-
ways. I think I find that this is just from your experience and other people's experiences. I've noticed that they kind of try to dumb down people in Africa. This is just a topic out of nowhere.
No, let's talk
Coming
about
to
it.
you because if YouTube, TikTok, I'm gonna concentrate mostly now with TikTok, and I've seen it on YouTube as well. They take because content creators, let's just be honest, are from Africa. The guys from the West will copy, but they'll never get the violation. But you try and imitate something from that side, and one of them complains, there's gonna be an issue. The first thing I asked him, did anyone complain? He said no.
Yeah, was there like
It's
a
not a
warning?
report.
There was no report.
No warning.
actually
Just
I
find
got
it
a warning like
Yeah.
a day like really walikuwa wametuma email kaa jana so I saw it like afu according to how it goes unajua pia wako na rules what they got I'm say amesoma juu YouTube is like you need to go to school like YouTube iko na a lot of stuff and like and
true.
every day
Wow.
they are upgrading to now we are bringing in the money.
Yeah.
Also the Facebook is also changing so be ready for that.
I have
Unaona?
actually seen
Because
that,
when
yeah.
now we fight for the monetization there's an effect for that.
Yeah.
But as you're saying, I
They
think
set
when it
some
comes to
rules.
us, it call like probably
When it
so
comes
strict.
to that's the truth. Even everyone can take a look and see. When it comes to
Africa, it's the rules
they
are very
the rules they're
tighter
a
on
bit
us.
too strict on us,
Hata pesa ifiki
and the
kama
money
uko juu.
doesn't come.
Doesn't count.
Who- I'll
Like
give you
how
an
many
ex-
people make money out of and the way
But
people
we're the
have
one who feed those.
content.
We're the content creators.
know?
That's Africa,
And as we are
is
so
where-
raw,
yeah,
like literally, if
we're raw.
someone is doing a village content,
Yeah.
you're in the village. There,
Look
they
at
can
them,
just
they
do
come
some,
and do the
I
content in our
actually almost
villages.
beg
Come on
to
now.
differ because I'm so much of an online person. I've
Yeah.
been working on doing online stuff. I make money online for a long time. I've had websites that has warnings and all that. And what I've studied from the online world, that's strict on everyone. Like what I know about like the American nature with rules, they're very strict on instructions. Like one of the things that's important to them is how you follow instructions. Even in school, you can fail for not following instructions, but if you write the wrong thing and you follow the instruction in some of this is what we want. If you do that, you will pass. Yeah. So I've seen severally, even me, I've been affected in other worlds, PayPal and all that,
Yeah.
because of mistakes. I didn't read the policies. They're very keen on that. You don't read the policies,
you miss on
then
a
when
point.
you miss on a point. But when you read the policies, you can find that counter attack. Like today, when we were talking, and then I was like, oh, I checked the email up to the final page. I didn't feel it was a strike. because they said you have repetitively done this.
Okay.
Repetitively. A strike, they give you warnings, they give you first warning, second warning, third warning. A strike, they do the same. But there are those, they tell you you have repetitively done this.
Yeah.
So it's something that you've been doing. It's not them, it's their bot, because it's a million people in
I
the
get
world
you. Yeah.
doing this. A lot of people are copywriting things, a lot of people are doing this. So it's a flagging, which means
Uh-huh.
the appealing thing can work. But
Yes.
if you go to them like you've been done wrong,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
not gonna work. You need to understand their policies. You need to understand who they are for you to show that you really understand. And but this is what you've been trying to do
Mhm.
to improve your negotiation power.
Mm.
Otherwise, it's just gonna ignore you.
I get.
I've seen
Yeah.
that.
I get
I've
that.
seen that
Actually
often.
nilikuwa nimedo that the first time niliwaambia how come you guys are telling me you have a problem with my account and sijapata any email. Then I went to check the email no nikaipata, then I went to like I appealed again. So wacha tuseme nimewapea time juu hata mimi siniwakwambia kuna factor nilicheck nilisahau nilikuwa nimeverify ka artist ingekuwa before ni connect nikuwe mimi the artist robo matters. Okay, like it's another different verification.
But-
I need to run, but I need
I
also
don't
to
think
go
it's the
and dig
artist
in
thing
deep
because
seems hakuna mseme
because the
report.
DCT imekuwa affected pia. It's not artists.
So that's
So
the
you
other
see-
Now
thing.
let me ask you. Actually, now this is my concern. You see, I didn't report.
Yeah.
It's
So why do
copyright. They know.
I
Even
think-
right now,
Because I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm not
when I
copyrighted
make
my
music,
account.
now, and you go make the same music, it's gonna be
But you
flagged.
need to copyright it for that to be
That's
an
the thing.
issue.
They know.
Venye
They have
tumefika kama bots.
the
AI iko
data.
so sharp for
But I
now.
think
Yeah,
it
the
has to
level
do
of
with
Because
the
technology
algorithm.
right
I
now.
haven't copyrighted legally balls, but
The technology
think-
right now.
Oh, you need to
na ndo
download
nilikwambia
Technology
juu ya
right now
venye ina run
vaienda.
it detects legally bold
Yeah.
is a boom splash
Yes.
thing. So unaona like I share the same shot yenye ulikuwa nayo, I shared it to my account, I shared it to DCT.
Yeah.
So hizi accounts zinakaa ni kama walikamwa ka copy paste the exact.
just
Sasa
to
the problem
make-
is
Yes.
exact.
the
the-
other thing, I think the problem
Let's
is
talk about
I'm
the
the one-
algorithm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
So
understand.
it's an effect,
They
but
know.
I'm like
Yeah.
we have learned it as much as inaweza kuwa bad thing for me juu probably
you've
kuna msee
learned.
that thing ilikuwa ina hold a lot of process of my growth from videography, my art,
Yeah.
iko na performances, my music, the one and done. But whoever's out there who loves my content, just be aware like we can build even more.
Yeah.
Like it was a chapter in my life, and when you walikuwa hapo it was a blessing for you to experience hiyo. Just be open to experience for you. Life itaendelea. I'm a creator.
Yeah.
I'll create more, unaona?
And I like the way you have picked up the positivity in it, because
Yeah.
you not, of course, it hurts to look back and be like all my efforts, but I like the way you picked up and you're like, you know what, we're still gonna do this. Like, I am happy for those who were there. You know, don't leave, don't touch the dial. We're still gonna bring in
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
I mean, that speaks a lot. That's why I keep
Yeah.
saying this is a forum where we also encouraging this. Someone out there feeling maybe going through the same.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
you encourage them and tell them, you know what, it's still not the end. You've learned. Now there's
Yeah.
something you have learned.
Yeah,
You know,
most def, yeah.
you will not repeat that again. Of course, I feel sad. Like, oh no,
Yeah.
we will not
Yeah.
have my shots running
Guess
in
who?
other.
The African timer.
Oh
Yes.
yes. Oh Lord.
Welcome to set,
So
man.
much on time.
Msaidia na
Tuko session.
nataka kutoa hiyo.
Unaingia hivyo
Hata
hapa.
mastyle
Lakini
deadly.
mazee venye naona
Master
niko
Hero
Jehonamu.
Huwa zina distort visual.
Everything,
Yeah,
yeah.
At least this
Get
one I
high,
got
bro.
for a replacement for mine broke. Bloody hell, I'll never buy streets for 30,000 again.
You bought the
It's only one of them.
Wait,
One
yeah,
lens
guy.
that's
My guy,
shattered. I don't know what happened.
That's
You guys are so bad. The Maui James banner, those things are fucking expensive. I felt
is
like
the
crying.
visual different?
Luya,
Does it
you're
come
what? You're
with?
Luya.
I'm a Luya.
Oh, there's no Luya blood.
I know, right?
I know.
You would think she's low.
No, you
'Cause I
blame my
remember
parents.
the shoes, the ones. I'm
Maybe
like,
where they live.
Blame my
Remember
parents.
the shoes
man.
They
last
moved
time?
Now what
to
are she
Luoland.
wearing?
No, we never did actually.
But they had the
shags,
blood.
our shags is just. Hey, you guys.
Lunge.
I hate my dad's side.
Why?
Those lunges are just.
They're lunge.
Kwani ni Wabukusu?
Hell no.
Guy,
Si
you know my
Maragoli.
sister is married to
Oh,
Wabukusu.
shauri yake. Hata sijui kama watu watambui apantambua. Those are how we
You
are.
know,
Those
the
are
thing
like
I
just
know
their
is that
own
they get
time.
sore throat because they're like,
We don't. Those bukusus are, and I have a lot of bukusus. by the way. What a
Wait,
chocolate.
so you're what? Maragoli?
No, okay, yes, I have a bit of Maragoli, but my mom is from Bunyore.
I was
My
about to say
dad,
Mnyore.
my
Kumbe I
dad
was
is
right.
Isuha. Now, me, I'm the terrible combine. Mr. Mini point you are bangi na changa.
What?
Because Wanyore,
Yeah.
you know, in Maseno, we used
Yeah.
to live next to
Oh, you're in
Wanyore.
Maseno.
Yeah.
Walikuwa
Yes.
wanatuibia, wanatutandika, wanatuchapa. So
I think that's bad. I think my mom was so
Yeah,
gentle.
I had
Me,
a
thought
very
the
bad
Nyores were
women.
I had a very
gentle.
bad
What?
perspective of Wanyore.
You ndio
I'm
mami.
sorry.
Walikuwa wanawachapa?
Mkitembea kwa barabara usiku mmetoka sijui.
Lakini
class.
ujue Maseno ni
Let me
borderline
tell
man.
you, then the
Listen,
worst thing,
listen.
watu wote walikuwa
Maseno ni
Wanyore.
borderline. No, then maybe those are those.
And let me tell you
I think those are the Maragolis
No.
that moved there.
Wanyore. Alafu wanaingia kwa room yako, wanakuja wanaiba nyanya, vitunguu, visu.
Okay, that
sufuria,
I'll say
wanaacha
true.
laptop hapo.
Okay, that's true. No, I will. That's
Well,
true.
kila mzee anaweza
Wait.
define value yake venye
Wait.
anataka.
No, honestly, that's true. Even the Luas in Kakamega are like that. But Akuja, they'll steal the remote, leave the TV. Korea in China, remote. I'm not even lying. That's so
You
true.
wanna
Stakabadhi za
Who's
kukula
Squeezy
kwanza.
ndo wamechangamka.
Because even me, I'm like, where does the
Freedom.
priority lie? Is it the money you're looking for, or you're
No
looking
idea.
for?
Ashibe je yeye anajua
comfort.
ametumia
Yeah.
kuiba.
sawa na
Is that
wakamba
even
je?
in your remote?
Wao kama unaona wanamuliko.
Wakamba je tuambie ni mtachukua nini wana
Ni
Maji.
mpe.
mogo
Watachukua maji.
Shakunywa
mogo
maji.
anake huo.
Lakini
Welcome
siku
back.
hizi
No.
Ukambani kunanyesha, so please.
So please.
Manze.
Wewe ni
Water
Ukambani
is not
though.
any
Wewe ni Ukambani. Okay, Machakos, we
Anyi
agree.
Machakos.
kulikuwa na flood.
But I love Machakos.
Kulikuwa na flood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know Machakos
Hata-
is
hata-
surrounded by
hata
hills.
But Machakos is totally different.
Machakos is different. Even more hills is fantastic.
Talk
I
about
love
me
Moa
from
Hills.
Makueni.
Tell us
Hata
about
ma- okay.
Okay, kunanyesha.
Kunanyesha siku hizi. Hata
Manze.
kitu kidogo kumeanza
Hakuna hills
kukanika
kama za
kabisa.
Macha
Amesema
lakini
we should go to
kunanyesha.
Machakos.
Hills,
It's trying.
It's the eats.
Ina-
It's the
You know
eats
Machakos
of
is one of my
Ukambani.
No, actually,
favorite
I think-
towns.
No matter has some ikono bouginess
Yeah.
yake.
You know the Machakos, the
Unajua si-
Masako
Mm.
things, you know, like there's a time nani Machakos used to be the
Did you just
city.
say things?
But I
These things.
These
Well,
things.
Machakos.
At least-
Machakos used to be the Nairobi lakini
Actually,
haikuwa
that's
na
true.
space.
That's very
The,
true.
the, the topography
Like when,
and everything
hata when
didn't
Alfred
favor
was
the
there,
place.
yes.
he did
Yeah.
It was
something.
supposed to be
And
the
when I was
capital
in
city.
school, because I was in my Machakos-ish kind of school, the
Don't say
Machakos
which
people,
school.
Mitaboni,
Oh, I thought it's Machakos girl.
manze,
Everywhere
karibu,
always
karibu niende Machakos girls,
Oh,
manze.
karibu
Karibu
Lilisia.
niende.
But I remember
Wacha
the
nijitoe
rugby's in
kidogo.
Macha, nini, like
Yeah.
there's always
And-
something.
You guys
And then
did
you
something.
know
Rugby's
me
in
with my
Nairobi
crazy
was big.
adventure things. I'm like, Machakos, it's too famous. I want something new, you know.
Oh,
That's how I
okay.
found myself there.
Are you sure you said
But-
you want something?
I think Mitaboni.
What Mita? What's that?
Lakini you know, the fact
Mitabengi,
that
yeah.
you know Machakos boys, Machakos girls
Yeah.
is they're famous.
They are big.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
When you're from Ukambani, I know
Manze, I'm
Mitaboni.
telling-
like you will say
Yeah,
something
yeah,
that
yeah.
will be like, oh, we
Mitambo ya
recognize that
station
shit.
gani?
Manze, that's cool.
I was just about to
Mitamboni.
think. I was thinking
Yeah.
the
Like
same
it was
thing.
Mitamboni,
Yeah.
literally.
Mitaboni Machakos
When you go to Sunrise,
101.1.
guys are known. Like that,
Sinus
this,
ya
that
Mtongo.
one school that was known within Machakos is Mitaboni. When people see the Mitaboni bus entering for funkies,
Why
it's
were you
lit.
known?
It's about to go
Anyway,
down.
Macha, you guys knew the call
It is-
funky.
Look at you.
Great.
Oh, sorry. I'm saying that. Well, it's shout out to Macha though.
Yo,
One of my
what?
favorite towns
I'm
though. One of my
this is the
favorite
key
towns.
thing.
Yeah,
In
yes,
school,
it is. I
Machakos
cannot
people,
unhear that.
people, the students that came from Machakos were more famous than the Nairobi people. All
During
the
your
time,
time.
literally, the people from Machakos ndio walikuwa like, when you are Nai, and them so anauliza nini, because you know most of the people from Nai when wamekuja downward, you could guess where the
To be honest, I
wanatoka
can never
side gani.
unhear that.
Can't.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys.
Funky.
Funky.
Uski.
Atakwambia po.
Hizo mashule pia zina slang names
Kwani
kama
mlikuwa
venye kama
mnaita aje?
huku zetu
Ziko na slang names.
kama McB, you know.
McBee's what? Machakos boys.
Machakos
Yeah,
boys.
Wow!
Wait, you're si Makueni boys?
Oh!
No, McB.
Ilikuwa board.
Oh, pia sasa how
But
both?
How can
Makueni
it
boys
be
are
board?
even higher, is higher than Machakos boys.
Is it?
At
Like
least.
academically,
So we know who are the Kamba
performance.
girls. At
Yes.
least now we know.
Here I have no
Kutoka
bargaining
meza
power. Me, I'm
mashule za
just
Ocha.
laughing.
Nika
The
details.
bullets fired.
Can you also
Why?
let's just put it out there for the sake of I don't know what. that me and Louisa went to the same high
Yeah.
Wow.
Moi girls, Nairobi.
Hatuwezi break.
Yeah,
Hatuwezi
Barbarians.
break.
Cabs.
My
Shout out
former
to cabs.
classmates, my
Kidogo
former
tukue kama watu wa Alliance.
Yeah.
Ati I went to
Busherians.
Alliance.
Busherians,
Yeah.
hawezi break.
Yeah,
Now,
Busherians,
I don't know
that's a
where
big
my
sis.
former classmates, mbona sipatanangi na wao hivi mpaka sasa, can you imagine, you know, like
Ulikuwa shule gani?
Kwani mimi ameniuliza
Shule
kwa
yenu inaweza
nisomea
kuwa ni ile
shule
ilifungwa
gani?
siku hizi ni dispensary.
I kid you not, there is a primary I went to because me, unaona venye watu club hop, high school hop when I was in
Oh,
primary.
even me, I
Na
did,
kuna
but
shule
the
moja
last
tulienda boarding na saa hii ni shamba ya pyrethrum.
Is that in Molo or something? Nakuru.
So you
No,
are
I'm
that
kidding.
part of
It's
your
not
life
here
is
pyrethrum, but it's like I see people farming there. I feel
Manzo
so
aligive up
offended.
on
Kwani
masomo.
mimi-
kwani mimi ameniuliza kwenye nilisomea.
Police were happy.
Oh, okay.
Ai, kwani mimi amjani.
Asituambie. Wait,
Hey.
oh boy
Yeah.
child.
Yes.
Listen to the boy
Boy
child.
child.
Yeah, it
Boy
ma-
child.
Empowering the boy
Yeah.
child.
it matters.
Share with us. Which school did you go to and how was the experience?
Ilikuwa ndio Ria Bible.
Ria what?
Ria Bible.
What?
Ria what?
Riabs.
Yeah, B.
Was it only us that used to
What?
call it
Sorry.
hae? Mulikuwa
Where
mnasema
was
ukiwa
that?
hae.
Somewhere in the jungle of
Hebu
Kiambu.
sikiza, I need to understand. Actually, what?
Ria.
Where is
Oh!
rehab?
We can relate now. I can
Oh.
relate. Now we understand.
Rehab.
Now we understand.
Come and
Mimi
defend
zile
us.
bullets
Now
Come
I
and defend
understand,
us.
man.
We are fighting against Moi here
Boy.
and
Moi girls, Naruto.
and mitambo fulani.
Mitamboni.
Mitamboni.
Yeah.
Mitambo
I know.
Oh,
fulani.
Mitamboni.
Mitambo fulani.
In the same spirit of rehab na mitambo.
Wow. Wow.
Let's talk about what brought us here because
Tumezidi.
watu wataenda rehab after hii Jabata.
But I still need to know where that school came
Is
from.
it not Kiambu?
Yeah, that's in some jungle.
has to
of
be Kiambu.
Yeah,
Actually, where in
Hiyo shule
Kiambu
ilikuwa
though?
na watoto
Jungle
wangapi?
in Kiambu.
Sasa
Yeah.
Kiambu mko na Mungi.
tukiwa highest tunachezea punch.
Punch ni sawa. Kwanza kuna shule ni form 1 to form 4 lakini kuna 100 students.
Wewe, wait a minute. I was just making fun
Been
at
there,
mlikuwa na
done
mamungi
that.
huko.
That.
I think
Mungeki in the area nikakumbuka there's a place I live and we used to pay security per month. So mimi nilikuwa nakuja msee ananinokia ananiandikia security ya 30 bob. So one day I asked, what is this security najipanga nikamwambia huku Mungeki ndio wana run the series. So you're the one who fits them with that 30 bob. Hey.
Ulihama?
Nilikata.
but you're safer there.
Ndio ulitoa
Alisema-
gangster kidogo
Bro, na
Maybe
you-
hapo.
no one would
Alisema
access
I'm
nothing.
protected. At least I'm
Aye,
protected.
and you know.
Now we see where the gangster
actually
side
that
comes
that
from.
word is
I ain't
understand.
gangster, I'm the chillest.
You're
human
the
being.
chillest.
like the nigga
Cool.
one.
But
Yeah, it's
You are
not
a
a good.
Kikuyu, you can talk about it. So
Yeah, it's
but actually you're not talking Jew. Some
it's
of
because it's like a
that's a heavy name.
it is. By the way,
Yes.
kuna mahali huwezi taja. Hata
So,
sasa hivi nilikuwa bit
I
worried.
think
I'm
for
like,
the respect
Yeah.
of like this is
so
legally
unajua
born.
Mungich is it doesn't make it even easier.
Yeah, now you're really
Yeah,
but
because that's guy saying
it's-
Mungi.
also like now being a Kikuyu now it sets
Of
on
course
a different level.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
But just
But I'm
That
looking
is
forward
like-
to hearing
we
more
are
about
not
your
Mungiki.
school.
Yeah.
We're gonna dig deep. I'm gonna take you in the jungle.
Wait,
I want
wait,
to know.
In the
Honey,
jungle.
dig in, serve the meal. You will.
Yeah.
What were you saying? Okay. So moving on forward. Let me tell you, in case you're wondering why we have Mercy, Luisa,
One more time.
from Mitambo, yeah?
Mitambo ya
Girls,
Ukambani.
baby, Faye, Faye, Alpha, and myself is because we say this is part 2 of Untold Stories of Karaoke, and no, so far there's nothing
And more.
karaoke being discussed here.
Untold
But
stories of
yeah,
Mitamboni.
but that's how we start, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Actually, I have let me a small thing.
it's
You know,
burning. Yeah, please lift it up.
hii venye msema umesema when she corrected us, she was like Mitamboni.
No, it's Mitamboni.
Hata
Actually,
ina
it's not
M.
Mitamboni.
Oh,
There's
okay,
no-
sawa.
it's
because now my
Mitamboni.
mind
Mitamboni. I just made Mitamboni to mean Mitambo.
Mitambo, yeah.
because my mind is now like Mita Boni. You know?
Oh! This is where the kids go to sleep.
When is
This is
today?
where the kids go to sleep.
This is where we call PG. Program is PG.
My word.
Please make sure you
I
stay
can't
on
now.
the content. content.
My girls Nairobi is my small
Content.
twin.
This is what
This is not the product of
Product of
Is this
NGSN.
boy high?
in my
Is this
school.
boy
Boy
high?
high, boy girls school Nairobi.
No,
You were
Boy
misplaced.
high.
In the
Boy
right
high.
school.
Hey,
Boy high.
Boy high.
boy high go Eldoret.
Yeah.
drugs.
Yeah. So
Say no
Mitana,
to
whatever.
drugs.
Say no, yeah. Mihadara. Mliona Steve Simple Boy mukakataa kusikia. Ona sasa. Yeah, sasa nataka utuambie. Last time we had a session and Luisa and I and Ben we dived into a lot about
Yeah.
this whole karaoke hosting business and the challenges as hosts that we go through and of course the highlights, you know. And today we also wanted to focus on like we tulimulika the
Yes.
club owners, the bar owners, the restaurant. We had the good and the bad of
The
it.
clients.
Yeah, also mulika the
Yeah.
clients and the fans.
Yeah.
And now today we felt this conversation wouldn't be made complete without your contribution as a club, a bar, like you're representing the owners.
Yeah.
All right. We need to hear from you because at times you could be just complaining about things, and when you hear it on the other side, and you're like, oh, okay, kind of makes sense. No wonder alikuwa ana behave hivi, unaona. So I felt like maybe you can shed some light. And not forgetting, I know that we haven't had karaoke here, but we've had gigs. You
Yeah.
posted DJs, and I feel like
Yeah.
it should be the same experience,
It's the
right?
same experience.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
is,
yeah, yeah. So before we hear from anyone else, I am so excited to hear from you as the owner of the premises. What are your how is the walk? What is the journey? What does it introduce? Of course, that will introduce.
So thank you for having me. My name is Masi Mikali.
Good evening, viewers.
I am the proprietor of Fikiliki Tiki Cocktail Bar and Grill here in Diani.
It is because of how we're here, by the way. Yeah.
Even
Thank
Sarah's
you very
come
much.
because of her.
So, first of all, running an establishment, there are a lot of things that come into play. From the logistics
Yes.
to just having a roof, electricity, staff,
Yeah.
Yes.
to money, to stock, to there's so many things. So sometimes I feel like artists or individuals who maybe do something that has a following, I feel like they sell us sometimes a dream that's a bit hard to fulfill.
Okay.
You know, you will come and tell me, listen, Mimi, I have a following, I have like see how many people I can bring in people. You just and then pay me this much money. I promise you, you'll have sales that day. And then when that doesn't happen, when they come and they're not as many people as expected,
Or the
because
sales
so
are
many-
not as expected.
they still would rather have their money, and us as the bar owner is left there wondering, how does this,
Yeah, how do you balance
how
it
do I
out?
balance
Yeah,
this
yeah,
out,
yeah.
you know? I feel like sometimes, and I've been very careful actually after that to not have gigs that I cannot handle. Even
No
if
matter how sweet the
no
deal
matter
sounds.
how sweet the deal is, because
Yeah.
in the end, I am the one who
You're the one who
Yeah,
gets
you have
banned,
to.
you
Yeah.
know. So I feel like, and some of these things also take time.
Yeah.
Just because you've been DJing 2-3 times, hapa na pale, you build that. It takes time. How long have you been doing karaoke?
For a while.
You know, by the time you
yeah,
actually
yeah.
have you're going somewhere and people will come.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
has taken
time.
Yeah, you
time.
have to build a crowd. That's
Yeah.
the
You
truth.
build the
Yeah,
crowd.
yeah, yeah.
So you just can't come, especially when when you're
You have to
starting
sell
out.
the dream. Actually,
Yeah.
you have to sell the
It's
the
process.
dream.
It's
It is a
process.
process.
Yeah, it is a process. And yeah, you're selling the idea and the dream that you have,
Yeah.
and people have to embrace it and own it.
Yes,
Yeah. For you to actually now
exactly.
confidently say that you can bring sales to
Yeah.
the bar owner.
Yeah.
And then also the fact that sometimes it doesn't always work out. This day we had a good run. The
Yeah.
next 2 times after that, it's not been doing very well.
Yeah.
Of course, there's the conversation for why it's not doing very well. That's of course something that should be had. But it's a very thin line. Conversation, it has to. You guys need to really understand each other.
Yeah.
There's the artist or karaoke host who thinks this bar owner has a lot of money to spend
That's
anyway.
true. I get that.
Not forgetting, that there are other expenses
Yeah.
elsewhere.
Yeah.
So as much as it might be very little money, and you think lakini huwezi unaweza afford kunilipa hiyo 5,000 ama hiyo 10,000, but huyo msee hata haku make ile do yenye hakurudisha ile do alikuwa amespend hiyo day for that week. They had to buy alcohol, maybe hire extra stuff because we were hoping that we will be busy, and then we were like 50% busy, less busy than we thought
Than
we
you
would
hoped,
be.
yeah.
But you've already poured money.
I, just before you continue, I feel like I have two very burning questions. So when you say, like, as the owner of the establishment, and me as either a DJ or an artist or a karaoke host, and I come and I present to you this, all right? You even probably the one who called me and you're like, I'm thinking of doing this, because usually most of the time they reach out to us, right?
Yeah.
They'll be like, but I'm looking at this place and I'm feeling you would be perfect to bring karaoke. What do you think? How can you do it? And of course, I have to sell myself, and I'll be like, yeah. I have good following. I am sure this will work. All right. Now, mind you, even me as a host, the way you're also an entrepreneur and you're taking risks, I'm also taking risks. All right. At times I may have good following. At times the weather is bad, my followers are not there. At times the month is at those dates that people are not spending. All right. There are all those factors to consider. So at times you realize this person really meant it when they said, I can bring a certain sales. Okay, we can make certain sales. Unfortunately, when it didn't happen, even them, they kinda okay. So now my question was, before you plan for a gig, do the owners always consider that there is a likelihood that this gig might not bring the sales as we expected? That said, it is always, if I'm not in a position to have an extra cash set aside for this person who brought the service, I'm not going to do it if I don't have something extra, so that I'll not rely on the sales only. Because I feel like relying on sales can be, it's like gambling, all right?
Tricky.
So that's where now us we're always thinking like, why is this person waiting on the sales? Yet even me, I'm gambling on this thing. Okay, if people might turn up, or you never know people. You can literally go to the houses and pull them out. So now I was like, do the owners or people in charge always have something put aside so that in case the sales don't work, at least itasumbuana na umse, nitamlipa do yake. What we'll do after that, we'll go back to the drawing board, see whether this is working or not. We will continue with it or not. So do you guys ever have that?
Can I answer one thing about the statement?
Mm.
Like, what I feel like the person who's gone to the hotel to make the gig, she's come or he's come and pitched herself in this way. Yeah. So you're the professional in that area of getting businesses, clients, because you came and said, I'm coming here. I assure you, I'm gonna give you 100 people. Yeah, and this is what I want. Yeah, that's what you've told. You're an expert who's told another expert that. Yeah, so when you go to them, you have already set the standard as the expert. When you see yourself as the expert, when it doesn't work, you look at it from your side as the expert, like, what can I do? Because when you go to the hotel side and then you tell them, oh, it didn't work, oh, a lot was happening, you're telling them that you're not an expert.
Let me ask you, how many pro experts in business in this world, they have done something for over years,
Yeah.
and they are like sure bet,
Yeah,
and have done it and it has failed?
a
Does
lot
that
of
make
times,
them,
a lot of
so does that
times.
make them not experts because of
No,
that time it didn't work?
no, it does not. But when it keeps saying, when something is happening and then you keep saying it did not happen because it's of this and this and this, you're telling them you're not expert enough to understand what to do
That is
to
why I
get the
said,
clients there.
when this show,
Uh-huh.
before it happened, even
Uh-huh.
before the owner of the premises
Mhm.
agrees to this thing,
Mhm.
remember, our business, we as hosts, it's gambling with, in terms of convincing people to turn up. All right, this is a service we're selling. Okay, and what I'm saying is, sometimes it might have looked, it has been working so well, but there are certain factors that kind of bring in some changes. And I give an example of weather. Look at the weather right now, people just want to chill in the house.
Yeah.
And then unfortunately you had planned this event maybe way before the weather went bad. Okay, so even you as a host, you didn't know the weather was gonna go bad. Iliwapata kama sasa hii imetupata tu, you didn't see it coming, so you can't even afford to cancel this show at this point. All right, so
Yeah.
the turn up is low. So does that mean that you're not even using it as an excuse? It's clearly that's how it is.
May I
So that's
say
why I was
something
asking,
here
Yeah.
for a
do the
minute?
owners have that?
That's a sensitive
That's good.
on
Oh, you were
land.
saying that you as the host,
Yeah,
you've done
yeah.
everything you can in. Okay, first
And then
of
as
all,
the, and the bar owner now, do you usually
Do you
have something
plan
set
ahead?
aside
Yeah, like
in case this show goes south, utamalizana na huyu, then uconsider, do you really want to continue with this because haikukuletea sales, ama are there things you can sit down and agree, okay, we need to work on this?
higher. So first of all, I think there has to be a nice balance, and between the bar owner and the artist or host or whatever, because first of all, do not come with set realistic. Come
Absolutely.
realistic.
Absolutely.
that's
You know,
true.
come realistic. Don't come the minute you tell me, oh, I can bring you see how many people,
Yeah.
nene.
That
And
one
me,
I
I'm
agree.
over here, I'm trying to make my place grow, and I'm like, so many, I'll of course expect it.
Yeah.
You'd rather even tell me you can bring 100 and then bring me 300
Yeah, of course.
instead of vice versa.
Yeah.
Don't promise something you know
Or
you can't.
say,
Okay,
deliver.
actually,
as we are
under
starting,
promise and
you'd
Under
rather
over
promise and
deliver.
over deliver.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean.
under promise.
So in that area, sour. And then also there has to be a clear distinction of roles. Okay, what do you do as the artist and what do I do as the
Yeah,
establishment?
yeah.
So that everyone is
This is
answerable
success.
to for their own
Yeah.
Oh
role.
yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah,
know?
oh yeah.
Let's say you're supposed to do the poster.
Yeah.
This is the agreement we've had.
Yeah.
You as the karaoke host, you do the poster, you market hapa na pale nini. Of course we'll do even us.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone has to
even
do
us
their
we
part.
put in
Yeah.
our part nini nini. But can we, and because wewe ukikuja as the host na ukose kupata drinks, that's on me. You know, that was my part
And
to
then
make
people
sure.
start
Yeah.
walking away now.
Yes,
now
when people start
that's on
walking away because there were no drinks, nini nini, that's on me. So there has to be a nice balance. Everyone needs to know their role. Don't overpromise.
Yeah.
So that I also don't over expect.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then let's have a conversation. People, if you're, unless you're a damn ass, you need to know that you can't make a diagnosis of a one-time thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, you need to give it a period of time.
Yeah.
Growth.
So
Yeah.
let's try do this for a month, 3 months. Then we analyze after that.
Yeah.
Because akuna venye pia, we will have 4-5 shitty
Sure.
shows, and you still expect me to
No, yeah.
hold it tight,
You're
hold
right.
it tight.
Yeah.
I'm literally running losses that
Yeah,
time.
that's true.
I'm busy preparing, nothing. Putting money, nothing.
Yeah.
And then if you're buying drinks, zikae pale kwa counter, that's money that is there. It's not
dead.
helping you. It's
Yeah,
dead.
it's not moving.
It's what-
Yeah.
Iko hapo, it's not moving. You need
Yeah.
to sell, buy, sell. That's
Yeah.
where the business part of it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
So there really has to be a maelewano, for lack of a better word.
Yeah.
You come, you overpromise, I over expect.
Yeah.
If I don't provide what the customers will need, then that's on
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
But then we really just
I think my take home point that was very important is being realistic,
Mhm.
which I know, even for me, that's something I keep telling some. First of all, nakwanga like, let's analyze the season. Where are we in right now? So that we be realistic, because I cannot promise you sales on a, like shooting
Yeah.
when we can see what season are we in. Then I also look at how new is the business. People are beginning to, first of all, they don't know the place, so we have the pushing the name
Exactly.
of the business
Yeah,
as we are
yeah.
pushing this show. So there are a lot of things to consider. But I agree with you. It is better to under promise than over deliver.
And a promise over deliver.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
also, I just need to add on to something here.
Yeah.
I'm borderline there. I'm on the karaoke guy side and I'm also on the bar owner side because my past history, I've managed bars, I know the
Yeah.
background.
Yeah.
I've run my little bar on the other side in Twapa. I know everything
you
that
did?
brings up. Yeah, I started off as a wines and spirits buddy.
Okay.
I decided to get the license, but anyway, shut it down. Thanks to that president. Anyway, won't mention him. It's on a political
Tatafuto.
time. So, but anyway, reality is this: when you go and pitch yourself, me, I can go pitch. Yes, I've been successful. Still, it's always been. Actually, on a low day, it's been a good day.
It's been a good day. Yeah.
Yeah, if there's not as many people, there's always sales.
yeah.
Always think about it when you're going to pitch sound. Sometimes people want entertainment because what's the purpose of a theme night? Is to make a low night bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the purpose of a theme night. Nothing
Exactly.
else. Hatutaki a event on sijui siku fulani tuseme okay tuseme Friday, like I'll give you an example. Still to started on a Saturday. Tukaenda, it wasn't really happening. Then I suggested Tuesday. We tried Tuesday, but then we landed on a Thursday. Thursday was that day. They tried other days. Even when I left, we tried. Came back. Being told
Even when I came in,
Wednesday.
it was still on Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday. But then after that, they came back to like Wednesday because you were told breeze, meaning. So you know that understanding. Let's not try and. It's a small place. Let's share.
Because the crowd is still the
Yeah.
same. Yeah.
It's everyone.
Sharing.
Yeah. So tried Wednesday, it won't work. Landed back on Thursday, yes. Came back on Thursday, Miss Boom was Uko Thursday, me and Uku Thursday. But there was no bad blood between us.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Most of the time, by then, there are times I
Yeah.
wish I could just hop by.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ile yangu ilikuwa inanipeleka mpaka sijui saa
Aki
ngapi. And
unajua
I'm thinking I have to
unajua
drive
Soul
back
Breeze
to
ni mwisho wa
Mombasa.
dunia, lakini natoka
The number of times
You
you've
know,
walked.
I hosted there as
Yeah.
well on a Wednesday though.
Right?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I do understand the bar owners. Because having run a bar, what it is back in the days, you have to know what's going on behind there. We have sat, even my first gig apparel, here's the thing, I didn't earn. I earned nothing. The sound was paid, the DJ was paid, the music, Cloud9 was paid. Me, I was out for my name. I knew I wasn't going to get paid because we sat down with the owner, we did the hesabus, nini, came down, cut. Even him, of course he did earn something, but he didn't earn as much as the many people that were there. Don't forget that they got overwhelmed. We didn't expect as many people there to come because that was my first karaoke hosting here. Understand bar owners as much as the bar owner. You want the bar owners to understand you. As she said, do not just come say, "Oh, Taleta Pavina." Me the way I go, even now with my name here in Diani, I still go and I say, "We'll start. We're gonna start slow, or we're gonna build it."
Yeah.
Time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's build it. But the main thing is consistency.
Absolutely.
Consistency.
That's very important. She's talked about marketing. Marketing is very important. Na msikizane. Ninyi ndio mtatengeneza posta ama ni mimi ndio nitatengeneza posta?
From the word go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ukitengeneza
Tunapusha
posta
watu
roles.
nitumie, tusikizane, this is the time, send me the poster at this time.
So I have time.
And me on my side,
Collaboration.
I'm not going to
A little bit
lala.
of it. Yeah.
Takona push kama because they can get overwhelmed.
Yeah.
True.
Absolutely.
So I'll push for the poster. Niaje poster, na need post. So from my end, me, I'm always like on blast.
Yeah.
You guys, my Facebook guys, you'll see me, I'm just like poster. And I'm on public, I don't care. Because that's my show. I
But
care
that's your
about
show.
it
Yeah.
as much as they care about their business.
And that's
So that's where the
yeah.
passion comes in.
Yeah, passion.
Because at the end of the day, they win, you
You
win.
win.
It's
Yeah.
an understanding
Yes.
and collaboration.
Yeah.
Exactly, collaboration.
Then I think this means basi hii ni communication inafaa kuhappen between like wase wanaelewana juu. I think this whole the breaking point in lazima kuelewana juu. What if wewe umekuja hapo umesema we undersell. If you undersell, that means you understanding your value, and that means probably the money. The money that you want.
No, we're not talking about the money.
Listen.
We're talking about
my
the
debate
expectation.
like obviously, see the reason you're putting the works because there's a competition for it.
Yes, of course.
So the way you're selling it, if you're saying you are underselling it or over deliver, also that comes with like you need to package
But we're
that
talking about at that point.
Nugget.
Yeah, but I
So,
understand what
I know
you're
how
saying.
you're building it.
Yeah.
So Nanasema, this communication need to come with an understanding too.
Yeah.
What if you get there? Is that owner gonna be like, oh
I get
now
your point.
this is
Yes,
my win?
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sasa mimi nimeput the sacrifice.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
willing to sacrifice
Yeah.
for you when it
Yeah.
wasn't doing whatever
When
it
you
was
told
doing.
when you told
Now
me to
is the
build.
owner.
Wow.
Is the owner
That's
ready to sometimes me as an artist I'm willing
For
to
now,
be
we're
like,
starting on this.
Yeah.
no, I'm
Yeah.
willing
And then
sawa,
we
are
build
starting on
up.
this.
Yeah.
Will you to me probably I wanna see na trust honesty. I won't keeping up with your books. You start keep wanna like I'm keeping up with how much you're making. I want you to trust to be like when you make the sales, will you be honest enough to come and approach and be like, by the way, you see how we are doing? Now it's our day. Now is the day I feel we make the next move. So as we are underselling this, I think inafaa kuwa ni under certain communication.
Yeah.
Be like from where we are beginning, are you ready to be like when we get there to kwanza I think haikuangi ni shida. As you have said, consistency is what builds something.
Yeah.
But utapata msee ukisha build now the value they feel it's us. How come people break? ni kuna msee fulani alifeel they are the value, they underline the collaboration that was working.
That needs clarity. Yeah. That needs clarity. Thank you.
We brought this, not
Yeah.
you brought this.
And that's why I kept up saying even in the previous episode that the first conversation you have when you are sitting down for the very first time, whatever you had an agreement, it has to be clear, like crystal clear. All right, we are starting, and there's so many shows. Me nikianza imekuwa like, okay, we are starting up. Even the payment can be a bit, because I'm understanding. All right,
Yeah,
I'm like,
we
okay,
understand them,
but
yeah.
then we agree. Ikifika a certain, we can even pick a month. We're like, by this month, it should be rising up. I'm gonna put in my work, nini nini. By the time it pick up or it's picking up, now we can reconsider. And there are those that have done it so well,
Yeah.
and they have no problem. They're like, for
Actually,
sure
they have
now.
most of them. If you understand, if you have, you're right in clarifying that.
And keep
When I'm
on
talking
the
about
conversation.
when we're talking about undersell, we're talking about like the way
promise,
you're talking about the promise of I'm gonna bring in 300 people. Don't exaggerate, you get the job. That's basically what we're saying. Let's be realistic. Yeah. Let's be realistic and say, personally, I don't go saying I'm gonna bring in 100 people. Or am I gonna count 100 people in Diani?
When it comes now, come on. We also need to check the marketing. You come out, we are now coming to why the people oversell us.
Yeah.
We need to start our.
So Kwanza, after we have this
But it's not sustainable.
It's not sustainable. Exactly.
That's the problem.
It is your
Yeah.
action.
Yeah.
So, can you let your work speak for you?
This code for tutapata msee juu angalia hata mimi niko kama Yanga niende si unaambiwa wewe ndio umetoka shule unapata the most job yenye unapata unapata 3 years experience. Wewe mwenye hauna experience hata ya wao utatoa.
So you're gonna get the 3 years experience.
You know, come, tell me. Listen,
I'm a
I have
beginner.
not yet.
Yeah.
I have not
Be
had
honest.
many shows.
Yeah.
I hosted a show one time somewhere, and the response was very good, and I realized that this is something I want. Can we do this together? You know. However, if I do bring you good sales or good numbers by a certain period of time, let us talk about this movie. And tukifika hapo na ukuje umeniletea watu for sure, and you feel like I am not delivering what I was supposed to deliver, then now you know your worth.
You see, for me, I'm even easy to work on a percentage. Why? Because I know how to do that thing. I believe in what I do. I've worked on percentages now. Don't get me wrong.
I think it's
And I look at everything. I will work on it. Don't get me wrong. At this day and age, everyone needs something. Assurity. And you need that honesty. Sometimes not everyone is really honest. Yeah, and that's where people fear. That's where the
Honestly,
fear
I've
comes
been
in.
so scared with percentages. But then again, it also depended on what I was working with.
And I will tell you the truth. It's not going to just myself. We're giving you 10% on gross, not net. On gross, you deal with the net. So that I mean, if you look at the new finance act where they are M-Pesas, just Kenya, so you read the new finance. Your M-Pesa and everything. Now, what I'm So now, it's not that we're not paying tax. Personally, I do pay tax with my membership. What's the NCSK? Unajua. Kuna taxes zinatoka hapo hivyo. I'm not being stupid and saying that the country doesn't need, yes, we do need tax, but we're not ready for that level yet. Because we don't see where that money is going. Yeah. It's just going to renovate things here that are necessary at this moment. People are being swept up like flags, whatnot, being an issue. By the way, if you have time, take time to donate. Let's work together. Let's begin with it. Anyway.
Actually, on that thought, if you're in Diani and you're running the charity things to do with floods, please reach out to us here at Legally Bold. We're willing to air it out there for people that are creative, and we at Legally Bold is that.
Yes. So just back to the
the percentages.
Yeah, the percentages. Yeah. Don't be afraid to approach them. When it's some 10%, it's some 20%. And you know why that percentages are good though? So it will motivate you to market your account, and it will motivate them as well to market because they want to make more. Because wakijua unakula 20%, sema mmeso 20% ya siri. Unachukua hiyo unabaki na hiyo. So even then, they'll be motivated, let's push it. And that's good actually, personally for me.
Would you work for something with a new?
I would. Yeah. Because we don't understand each other.
Because not even about that. The point is, first of all, you're really not sure, like, if that's what it is.
Yeah. As long as we just, let's just be honest and say this. And also back to that, even without even percentages, if you are job no money for someone, take a look at talk to the managers, ask them. No sales in and then that.
Oh, I do that a lot. Yeah. I think even
How the
say
sales
I do that,
going?
I'm always like, I don't want to know the figure, but
How the sales going? Also, let's be for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. How the
I want
sales
to know, am
going?
I working?
Yeah, is this what? Because the thin light is meant to elevate that
That's
low
what
night.
you're building yourself.
Yes.
Actually, you see, all those nights I used to work with soldiers, actually soldiers can bear me with her. So many times I went before I closed, I would ask the back guy, oh, I feel today, or I ask
Julius.
So, yeah.
Julius,
Or
fantastic guy.
even Mark, I would ask him, how are we now? You know, like, just tell me, is there an improvement? And you would always be honest. Sometimes you'll be like, oh, okay, but then if you have this, somehow, not so bad. You know, and if you encourage this one, I'm not even working on that Saturday.
Yeah.
But how
Yeah. The still, like I said, even though you're getting that pretty much may agree on.
Yeah.
And if you hear, oh, sales is for low, take advantage of the mind. Now I need to push. Talk about it. You know, beers are going for only this.
Oh, yeah.
Talk to these guys, say, okay, how about next time? We do like the percentages of a certain beer. And then what we should do, hey, karaoke this time, hey, do bubble.
It's a bucket of
I'm going to my bucket. No, but I or whatever.
and these are some things I suppose you can also step up and talk to this woman. Because at times even then they're trying to crack their head. What can we do to make this thing grow? Now, before
See Wanyama.
see Wanyama is about the human. Then it's a growth process, right? You're also learning from us and we're learning from you. Before we continue, I would like to hear from you because this is a very interesting conversation, by the way. Like I said, you are representing the fans. All right, you're the consumer of this service. All right, how has been your journey? How has it worked for you? Let's start with how has been your journey? Actually, just tell us when did you start doing that?
Well, going to karaoke in Indiani.
Indiana.
When I started in Nairobi in 2019, I love space. I just want that really confidence. Yeah, so I lived this in Istanbul. It's around there. Then when I came here,
Tungesema ni venye hamtatulipata kiwani.
Yeah.
Ninajua ni wapi.
Lakini big up to Kiambu
Lakini
people.
we still
Yeah.
Kiambu people.
so huko nilikuwa 2021, I went to the first karaoke was Pablo's. Then the one time nilienda holiday, I think I saw you there. Through my friends, like I'm invited. Then I didn't go for karaoke until 2022 when I went again to the cruise and you were hosting. That time I think Miriam was also hosting another.
She was hosting that particular night.
There's the one that is somebody else, the one that somebody else, somebody.
Somebody
Yeah.
else.
One day somewhere.
I told someone that place was called something else before, and then they're like,
It was called something else.
oh, that's what the reaction was. That's what. I said, no. Something I can't remember the name of what. And then it went like, hey,
That's the trail of
that would have been either been yeah, exactly. The guy was like, hey, this guy's yeah. And then she gave the answer to what I was about to say. Thanks, super.
There's someone else who wants the meaning of IDK and you say, don't
Yeah, yeah.
know what's the meaning of IDK.
I know.
That's actually a good line because now when people make fun of it, somebody else somewhere else.
I'm very happy
And now people become curious. Where is
One
somebody
day
else?
somewhere.
I'm very happy they call
Yeah.
their bus some other
Yeah.
so I cannot be stopping the only weird one. Because
Oh,
Trikili kikiki, trikili
wewe
kiki.
unasema mimi mpaka niambie mtu wa bike day fulani hapo Naivas nipeleke frikili kiuza tiki tiki I'm telling you, it's such a vibe.
Yeah, this is really special in my life.
Yeah, so it's a journey. So then for Bruce, then we met. Then after a while, you started hosting karaoke. Your karaoke are the one that I went the most because I knew you personally. And number two, I was in the outdoor kind of mood. At that time, so I wanted to go out more. You were one of those fans I was so sure. Actually, who's a favorite? At
Always
least.
be there.
Yeah. And by the way, I'm not even exaggerating. There are times he would come, it's just you and like one table. Oh my God, and you would come from far. With things, songs to exchange. Yeah, like you had you would do like 10 songs because I couldn't have man.
Those nights.
Sisi ndo show.
Literally.
Hii movement imeanza kitambo man.
I've had some of those shows that you have one
The
of
waitresses are singing.
yeah, waitresses wanaimba na wewe, and you end up singing by the time you get you home, you're so surprised.
You know.
But you did your job.
Yeah.
You did
But
your
at
job.
least this is the first time I'm close to a horse. It's a different vibe. I know this is a fun vibe, but this is another kind of special because now when you're in Nairobi, you don't know nobody. Even if you sing good and people clap for you and you're winning, I didn't realize this
You're
was
like a
my
needle in a
moment.
haystack.
Yeah, this is the first time you're close to, and this happens to be me. Yeah, it's the first time you're close to the horse, and you're actually friends. When you're in the oh my God, it's amazing. Yeah, you see people there, the friends.
Kenya Power wamefanya ile
Wameamua
kitu.
flowers zangu hazita shine.